Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the reigning Super Bowl champs. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Always got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner. How he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well, and they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Burrow. This is hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, He's able to recover his own fumble.
And
Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Isaac, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able...
He's got him in, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Edgar. And that is incomplete here.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Edgar dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go. Gotta go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment.
And after 1, it's the Jets on top early. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the 2nd quarter. Here we go.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Burrow.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll run with Gibson, gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a handoff up the middle. Isaac, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow, and he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On first down, Isaac, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
One, ready?
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Now Burrow loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Now they go, and a loose football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edgar. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Edgar. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments. But time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Edgar. Incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 3rd down. Edgar.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. 56 yards.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go play action with Burrow. The tight end Kittle. And he caught it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Isaac trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On third down, Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. So out come the Bucs now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Edgar. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd
and he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. For that one, anything but a frozen rope to the outside, and it winds up an interception.
And these are the ones you hope for as a defender because he's got clear sailing in front of him to return this one a long way. And he sets his guys up in good shape with a terrific return.
And New York set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
Scampering home for 19 yards out.
And the Jets are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Edgar. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
81 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Isaac.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Isaac. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Isaac. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Isaac. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Jets are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
On 1st and 10, Edgar. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Edgar. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Throwing on first down. Edgar. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to throw again, and that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.